Hello and welcome to today's Hangout. If I asked you to think of your best friend, could you tell me their middle name? Could you tell me the first film they ever watched? Could you tell me their favourite sandwich filling? Could you tell me if they take a cuddly toy to bed at night? Could you tell me their ambition, what they want to be when they're older? Could you tell me where they would love to go on holiday, their dream holiday? Could you tell me a present that they once got that they really didn't like, what it was, who it was from? Could you tell me what makes them really angry, or what makes them really happy? If we then asked your best friend those questions about them, how many do you think you would have got right? A good few, hopefully, maybe most of them. But sometimes, well actually, most people are not our best friends. Most people that we see are people that we don't know much about at all. We don't know their full name, we don't know their family situation, we don't know whether they've had breakfast, we don't know we don't know anything about them. And yet, we sometimes look at them and go, look at them over there. Look what they're doing. Oh, can you believe it? We might not say it, but we can easily think it. Should we warm up together? 38 seconds. Music will be on quietly this time, because I want you to find a song, or just think of a song, and to sing it as loudly as possible whilst dancing for 38 seconds or longer. You might want to pause the video and do it for longer. Do the whole song, do it as loudly as possible with the biggest dance. Are you ready? Go. In this amazing message that Jesus gave to his first followers and the crowd that were listening, he said, do not judge other people. That means judge is an interesting word. It means do not make a decision about someone else without knowing everything about them. Do not judge others so that God will not judge you. God will judge you in the same way as you judge other people. And he will apply to you the same rules you apply to others. Why then would you look at the speck in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the log in your own eye? How dare you say to your brother, please, let me take that speck out of your eye, when you have a log in your own eye? You hypocrite. Hypocrite says one thing, does something else. You hypocrite, first take the log out of your own eye, and then you'll be able to see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. Great words from Jesus. First of all, take the log out of your own eye. We need to look at ourselves, don't we? We need to examine ourselves and think, what is it that I'm not doing right? Am I being a hypocrite? Am I saying I'm doing one thing, but I'm doing something else? Is there something that I need to change about myself? But he also says, Jesus also says, if you judge others, that is how God will judge you. So if you judge others and say, oh, look at that person. Oh, look at how badly they drove. Look at how badly they're walking. Look at the shoes they're wearing. Look at their hair. Look at the way they eat. Look at... so easy to judge. But Jesus says if you judge others like that, then God can look at us and say, look at the way he doesn't love others. Look at the way he's quite selfish. Look at the way she doesn't do what she says she was going to do. Because God knows us fully. So he could judge us, but we don't know other people. We might be judging someone for the way they're eating when they've just heard that a grandparent has got really ill and they're not really focusing on anything and they're just eating without thinking. We don't know. We don't know. The person driving really erratically and fast, we might think, oh, stupid person, but they might have their pregnant wife in the car with them and they're trying to get to the hospital as quick as possible. We don't know. We can so easily judge others when we shouldn't. So God says he could judge us the same way we judge others. So how about we judge others in a positive way? We look at someone and go, they're brilliant. I love the way you did that. Yeah, and whatever it is, we're positive about other people. We think the best about other people. Because judging is often thinking the worst. But we choose to think the best about other people. Because that is how God looks at us. He thinks the best of us. Even though he knows the worst, he thinks the best. So let's be people who think the best of other people. Yeah, let's examine ourselves so we don't have a log in our eye. But once we have a log out of our eye, let's look at others and see the best in other people. The challenge today is to make a picture, and I'm going to leave it to you to decide. But I want you to think about what Jesus was saying. Don't judge others. And you might want to use a log or a twig. You might want to use a mirror because it's about looking at yourself, taking that log out of your own eye. You might want to think of a trophy or a rosette or a medal, because we're judging others in a positive way, not a bad way. And then you might want to put a message on it, or just leave it as a picture. Be creative about not judging others. And we'll see you for Live at 5 on Thursday. Bye-bye.